as if our ground forces have been able to contain the Black Arms. But apparently enemy reinforcements have arrived, and Central City is being invaded.
How? How can this be?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Finler's Play Shadow the Hedgehog Part 15. We are now beginning the Central City Zone, and one of the most controversial levels in Shadow the Hedgehog among all of the controversial bits of this game. This one I will go into further detail in a moment here, after this cutscene. Alright, so really quickly, we either can choose the hero side story, which is just dispose of these smaller bombs by getting the vacuum gun or the vacuum egg out of the shadow crate. The vacuum gun we pull off of the Black Arms, or set off 5 giant bombs that are set around different spots of the city. Of course, we're going to choose this story really quickly, I believe. Okay. Now you want to destroy that immediately, and this is the first bomb. Here now you have to attack. You can either shoot it with a gun or homing attack it a couple times, about 5 times. And now that we know what to do with the rest. Now you do have a timer for each side. You do have 8 minutes to either dispose of 20 bombs or 8 minutes to knock out these bombs. Oh, so you can see that they kind of look like the laser strikes from Westopolis, and this level is just a more complicated this is pretty much Westopolis zone, just at a different time of day and with a few added areas, but for the most part this is Westopolis. Now the biggest bit of controversy was on June 7th of 2005, which is the year that this game came out. A terrorist attack happened in London about the same way as this one. Some suicide bombers detonated several bombs throughout London and killed hundreds of people, and they the victims families, of course, was pretty pissed off at Sega for making this game, because they thought it was a reenactment almost of those events. Of course, it wasn't, and it was just a bit of bad luck on Sega's part for that happened. But their anger, of course, isn't uncalled for. While they should have took a look at the game, and it had nothing to do with either events, or with that event in particular. But it's those who might have gotten mad at the victims' families probably shouldn't have. They have every right to be mad at that type of thing. All right, so you can see the bombs locations. The hardest 2 are the ones at the beginning there that I blew up the wall. Those will get you every time, so you want to make sure that you blow those up first. The other ones, you just travel through the level and you'll see them. But those first 2 are the hardest ones again, and the ones you will miss every time unless you play this level a whole bunch. I don't much care for this level, so I don't practice with it too often. But if you have noticed these smaller bombs, there are some that detonate and some that don't. If you get up close to them or attack them, they will detonate either way. And there is just some that will detonate whether you do anything with them or not. So you want to be careful if you are playing the hero side story and doing that. And that's about it. This is the last bomb. It's a pretty good time. Oh wait, there's one more. We'll just use the Chaos Blast. Now I don't believe you can use the Chaos Blast to detonate the bombs. You have to, if they are in a cage, you have to knock out the cage first and then destroy them like that.
At last, revenge.
But you can see Shadow is definitely sided with Black Doom now.
Perfect.
And I believe you have to get a 28,000 to be able to get the A rank here. So, you know, if you get 28,000 or above, that'll definitely help you out a lot. As I said, just the first two is the hardest two that will always trip you up. So now we are beginning the Arc stage. That is the level's name. And the if you saw Shadow riding on a one of the Black Hawks, if you don't like using those, then you definitely won't like the this level, because you're gonna have to use them often while going through here. There is no hero side because we're pretty much deep in this, but you can either get aboard the Arc by going after the Chaos Emerald, or destroy the Arc's defense systems that we did, I believe. Oh, where was it we could have destroyed the Arc's defense systems? Somewhere, I believe, in either the anti-dark, or anti-hero, or full hero. I don't remember which for sure. Now you see, this is a different Black Hawk. This has a homing missile, similar to the Worms, which you can home on to multiple enemies, about 6 of them, and you will definitely you can just lock onto 6 enemies at once, I believe. Now, all right, so that's one of the Arc's defense systems. You can either shoot at it with your gun, or you can pull out one of the better rifles in the case there. A Shadow Rifle will knock it out in 2 shots, so if you want to keep the Shadow Rifle with you for the entire time, that'll definitely help you out with the A rank, because it's pretty harsh score. I'm not 100% sure what the exact score is, but I've never been able to get more than a B, and I believe I have about 28,000, so maybe it maybe only be 30, a little over 30,000. Now you can see that you do take damage very easily, and there will be a lot of stuff that you can't actually get hit from, and so you want to be very careful. You want to try to unlock onto as many enemies as possible, and if you have any areas where you can jump down and rest your Black Hawk, you definitely want to, because as you can see, this is pretty low. And don't hang around when you have those gigantic walkers or these cannons, because these cannons will definitely hurt you. So will the walkers, both the machine gun and the rocket ones. But if you can get one of these, you will reset the health of your Black Hawk, so you don't have to worry about it as much. Okay. Whenever there's a defense unit, do not hang around on your Black Hawk. It's pretty crappy when trying to go against these. You can lock onto it, but it takes a lot of missiles to take down, and it's not worth it at all to try to go after. The cannons are very hard to knock out, so don't hang around them too long. They will hurt you a lot more often than you can ever hurt them, so be careful. This is, whenever there's a save point, you definitely want to hop off and switch out your ride, but be careful. I believe I've screwed myself over doing that. You can see, okay, so there's another, no, okay, you don't want to, oh crap. Okay, well, don't worry about it. If you miss one, just keep going until you see another, a checkpoint, and then you can just jump back to a later, earlier checkpoint instead of dying. You don't want to die while doing this. It definitely doesn't help. Now for this, there is one, the final defense unit is here. The only way you're going to be able to knock it out is by, you are going to have to come back and fly, go back to an earlier checkpoint. So just be careful here. We'll just bounce back to here, and this should take us fairly close to where we need to go. Be careful, because once you can see the lock, that once you actually have a locked, once you are locked on by the turrets, you will see like a little targeting reticle over your, over shadow, or even when you're on the ground here, so you want to be careful. Ouch, just like that, so you just want to be careful. The only way you can destroy this one is with a machine gun. And be careful. Okay. While you are being targeted, you can either run from it, or just try to get on the Black Hawk quickly and fly. This one takes a while to start up and get going, but once you do, okay, I don't want to do that. Okay. Thought it would destroy a couple of those Black Hawks, but it seems like they're a little bit stronger than the tinier ones, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you definitely want to use the going back feature as much as possible, especially through here. This should only take 2 passes, but make sure that you don't speed through this section too much. You may be able to knock it out in 1 pass if you can, okay. If you take it slow, but you also have to be careful of the cannons, because the cannons will get you from a long...
The Eclipse cannon is nearby. Say your prayers, you disgusting humans.
Because the range of those cannons is pretty far, and they will get to you pretty quickly. Wow, okay. My bad. Definitely would have... I honestly don't know. Maybe I could have destroyed a few more of those gun people, I guess. Maybe try to knock out a few more of those cannons, possibly. And there really ain't that much more I could have done. Alright, so this guy is definitely a lot harder than Heavy Dog is. Immediately come on and go and get some sort of rifle, and then what you want to do... Ouch. Be careful, obviously. Now this guy does have a particle... This is pretty much just like Heavy Dog in the past. Just shoot at him while you can, and then try to take his weapon. If you can see it on the ground. Now the only way you can damage him is either attack his cockpit or the rocket launchers. If you attack just the top of the ship, that will gain you nothing, and so don't waste your time. Of course you can't control where you're going to attack. Ouch. Aha, here we go. So since the particle key... Just be careful, you know, while you are... Just be careful, you know, while you are... Because the... Oh, crap. Okay, well... Since, yeah, if you have a lot of rings like I do, you shouldn't worry about it. But just be careful about running out of rockets. Fall straight to Earth. That's pretty bad. Now, if you could hear the background music, you probably couldn't, but that was a...
Planet-piercing eclipse cannon. There's no escape for you now.
That was a remixed version of the Heavy Dog fight from...
Perfect.
Well, I guess all of the mech fights from Sonic Adventure 2. That was just like a remixed version of that same song. Heavy Dog and Blue Falcon have the same music, but you know they're just remixed versions of Sonic Adventure 2, as I said before.
We are the Black Arms. We are here to take rule of this planet. Any attempts to resist are futile and will result in death.
So you can see the Earth has fallen, pretty much, you know, I mean... Yeah.
As of today, this planet is mine.
You're crazy. We will not.
Now, we will begin to exterminate all of the world's leaders who resist.
What?
And since the United Federation was their strongest...
Annihilation for this planet is near. It is time to embrace the dawn of your demise and despair.
was your strongest rival. They obviously got knocked out, as most of, I would say, Central City is the capital. But all of the residents was moved out already in Westopolis, so you know you don't have to worry about that. But the president seems to have somehow made it, surprisingly. Now that laser shot was taken from, had the idea of a movie called Independence Day.
Are you all right? Never mind me. What about the people of Central City? No need to worry, sir. Orders were issued yesterday, and everyone has been evacuated to the safe zone. Very good, Commander. Now what's going on? Commander, the invaders! Estimated over 1,000 black aliens inbound. They've penetrated our outer perimeter. What? According to reports, Shadow's also been sighted with the black aliens. Shadow? I don't believe it. So he's finally decided to show himself. Attention all command units. Mobilize all mech battle sections. Prepare all weapons to strike incoming vessels. Mobilize Diablon. But sir, it's not ready yet. I don't care. We have no other option. We must protect the President and the Chaos Emeralds at all costs. Yes, sir. Shadow, damn you. It's been 50 years. Justice will finally be served.
Shadow, I'm counting on you.
I know, Professor. The ultimate life form born to ensure peace and justice amongst all of mankind. Now, I know what I have to do.
Haha. That's kind of funny. Peace and justice. Don't believe that's what the black aliens would do. But yes, Independence Day, the movie, that a laser fire from an alien species hit the White House in the exact same way, and they just kind of copy that I guess scene or whatever you want to call it. All right, so really quickly, we either find the Chaos Emerald, or destroy the computer cores of this base, and finally defeat, the humans, claim the world as our own. And you can see we immediately get this, the armored Jeep thing, whatever, that you get from the key door in Westopolis. Now, to back up, I haven't really said the controls. To back up, you have to push back, you have to hold backwards on the control stick. To brake, you hit the X button, and to fire your weapon, you hit or hold the B button. Now, you want to try to collect the Gatling gun as much as possible, because there will be a lot of areas where you will need it. There will be a lot of those style mechs that you can take the Gatling guns from. And you want to also try to keep this as long as possible, especially through this section. You can just run through here and destroy everything that comes in your way. We will leave it eventually, pretty soon up the road here. Now, the computer cores that we have to destroy, you'll have to use turrets. Don't worry, it's not in this section yet, but it is in a section like this. Alright, so this is when we have to leave our awesome mech, or not mech, but the Jeep. And you can see the black aliens are warping in. Let's see, there should be some robots around here somewhere that we have to destroy. Aha, there we go. Alright, so you want to be careful, because these guys can lock onto you and destroy your turret. There are only 2 of them. I went the wrong way, of course. Okay, so after that first one, you want to immediately go to your left and destroy that one. That is smart to worry about that kind of thing. You never know whether the humans... Oh, I didn't say she. Come on, there we go. Now, these little turrets that will shoot at you, you cannot actually kill them. Crap. Now, you could just sit here and farm for ammo and weapons and all that, but it's... Since these guys, I believe, spawn infinitely, or at least 3 of them come out of there. I believe, I'm not 100% sure exactly how they come out of there, honestly. But it's definitely, there are several sections like that that you can farm for. That you can destroy, or no, that you can use to collect ammo with the Gatling gun or whatever rifle you want to use, and also use to gain dark points. And just while you're walking around, you can destroy random stuff. It won't really increase the... this is stupid, but it's best to try to go after as much ammo as you can. It is stupid to... Well, no, it's not stupid, but it's not really that important to destroy every piece of thing you can. Only like something like this, it does waste time, but you can see you gain about 200 points there, and that just might push you over the edge to what you need to gain the A rank. So just for sections like that, you want to try and destroy those types of things. Now you can go along different paths, and each path has its own people that you can, or mechs that you can destroy, and there will be some guys standing in those little walkways there, and be careful just because how you could land somewhere where you don't want to go. Alright, so with these maximum security doors, you want to go into them rather than going up top. If you were to go up top, that would be the safe hero route. And since we are looking for these computer cores, we have to go along these little bit more dangerous and highly high security paths. Oh. Alright, so here you want to be very quick. You want to pop that guy first, get into one of these turrets, and immediately turn around. Alright, kill him, and then immediately look up, and then just spam the B button as quickly as possible, knock it out, and then jump out, because he will destroy you. Now you could actually, I believe 5 will come out of that one, so you could use that one to your advantage. Don't go along the left path. That is the hero path, and you obviously don't want to go along that path. And be careful, because in that last turret section, they can kill you very easily if you time it wrong when you jump out, or if they don't. Oh. Yeah, you want to be pretty fast going through that section. There's a key up there. If you hadn't collected all 5 keys yet, you could use that to do your 5th key section. But I lost my thought, of course. Yeah, okay, the second computer core, you want to be careful timing it, because they can very easily shoot you out of the turret, and you will fall and die, and you will lose a lot of time, dark score, and normal score. So, especially if you've collected a lot of dark score up to this point, you definitely want to be careful. Alright, just give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. So, I honestly don't even remember what we were talking about, but now this is the most heavily guarded one here. There will be several gun soldiers around here, so if you were going after the assault rifles, you would definitely want to try to go after those. Now, there are enough rocket launchers that you could have very easily stayed with rocket launchers if you wanted to, and those aren't too bad. Those are the rocket launchers that we got off of Heavy Dog. Oh, okay. The same rocket launchers we got off of Heavy Dog. Heavy Dog and Blue Falcon, and those are actually pretty good. You know, they're a lot better than the standard rocket launchers that just one shot and you don't get to lock on to anybody. These are I guess these are more missile launchers rather than rocket launchers, but so you can see you don't even have to get any hero score. I don't think there is any black arms. Well, okay, there are a few black arms in there, but not that many, and it is very easy to get the A rank for this level. This is actually the easiest stage 6 level to get the A rank with, or one of the easiest. I won't say the easiest, but
Get out of my way. Shadow, I can't let you go. Not like this. You're the one who destroyed the Ark and killed everyone on it. It's time to settle this once and for all. Right. I know what I have to do. I was born to bring order to the humans. These humans, they don't value life. They're going to pay with their lives for what they've done. You?
So almost the same dialogue as pretty much the same dialogue as the semi-dark story, or the semi-dark ending. You know, his deal is with the humans, not Sonic. The humans are going. They don't value value life, so they're going to pay with their own. The gun commander, you know, letting Shadow, or hating Shadow for destroying the Ark, supposedly. Alright, so just like with all the other Diabolon fights, look around for a rifle really quickly. This will be gun weapons rather than alien weapons, and there won't be a lot of high ammo capacity weapons. Let's see. Oh. Now Sonic was given the another pistol. Be careful because the antimatter cannon's ready to go. Another pistol. All right. Alrighty, let's see, come on. Sometimes it is very hard to get him to actually open up and start attacking you. Again, you know, don't worry about Sonic. He's not the important one. Just Diabolon is. It seems like all we're gonna get is pistols. Let me try for another. I just need one more, and then I can. Ouch. Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry about that. Sonic's whole animations and everything he does as a playable character was because of this fight. He had to have the homing attack because he was going to homing attack you. All of his moves are all done because he can do what he does. So you can see the Chaos Blast does not work as well as you would think it would. Definitely, you know, it would have been great to say. It would be nice to have one of these pistols still lying around, but obviously we don't, sadly. I'm pretty sure we should have something around here, you'd think. But no, okay, well. So, the trusty old homing attack is the only thing that we can use for now. I believe if you sit still, he will charge up the he'll use the antimatter cannon. But if you do anything else with it, you know, if you actually attack, or I mean, if you move around, he won't start it. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, you gotta be careful of your rings. This is definitely a lot harder fight than the semi-dark one, and I believe this will be even a lot harder than the full dark. Alright, I'm sorry about that. My
Mere humans cannot stop me.
alrighty, so there you go. It's I guess they realized, you know, since we didn't give him anything but a pistol, I think 3 pistols, that that you can't expect miracles with just the homing attack. So hopefully they, obviously they gave you some leeway on the time. You still probably could have done it faster, especially if you save the pistol. You can save the pistol until you get the dart gauge full. Then that will definitely help you out, and you will definitely go through it a lot faster than what I did.
I've got all the Chaos Emeralds. Shadow, what are you gonna do with them?
So the evil laugh once again. But yeah, you know, that's the that's the Pure Dark story. Obviously a lot darker story than any of the other stories that we've seen before, but not nearly as dark as they could have made it. You know, they could have made the city be full of people. They could have had the president die. So it's not nearly as dark as a lot of people think it is. You know, it's actually quite mild, compared to what they could have done. And they actually did want to make it a rated T game. They wanted to kind of flesh out the violence, if you could, I guess, and make it a rated T game with the swearing and the violence and everything, but they just kind of stuck with the E10 rating for whatever reason. But yeah, you know, it's, there really isn't that much I can say about it. Honestly, this is the same song that they used with the Pure Dark, semi-dark story. And so I guess I'll go ahead and let you listen to it, and then once I get, I will be right back. So just excuse me for a moment. Alrighty, sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, you know, just the A ranks would definitely do get a little bit easier to come by once you get past Central City, and the levels get a little bit more funner. You know, the Ark, obviously, you know, you're gonna have to try really hard to get the A rank with that one. Even doing the most perfect run, I think my highest score is a B. I'll have to take a look at the score that I got to get a B, but it's still very hard to do. You know, you have to really try with it, try to go as fast as you can, think about every way to gain as much dark score as you can to try to get it. The Ark, or not the Ark, but the Gun Fortress, definitely a lot easier to do than pretty much any. It is the easiest stage 6 level, as I've already said previously, to get the A rank for on either, well, at least the Dark Side mission. I won't say the hero's story. I think that one is just more based on speed and as many black arms as you can kill at the beginning of the stage, because the further on you go, the less of them you see, because you have to go along those security routes, the closed off areas, and you won't be able to go through a lot of those areas, or there won't be anything in your way through a lot of those areas, like with the computer core areas. But yeah, you know, I mean, there is nothing else to say about it. I didn't really much care for the ending as a kid, you know, again, Sonic being beat and humans losing, but, you know, it's, as I've gotten older, you know, it's an okay ending. I mean, it's nothing special, honestly, but I saw to look at the library. Punishment, Thy Name is Ruin, and Prologue to World Conquest. So we will take a look at that, the Prologue to World Conquest, later. But anyway, I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many of those gun walkers did I destroy with the Gatling guns? How many gun walkers did I destroy, both the rocket launchers and the Gatling gun ones? So thank you for watching. We will be doing the last story right after this in the next part. So until then, later, everyone.